Hello, this is Shanker. I was talking about certain Dasha and sub periods which are always troublesome, whatever may be the stature of a person. Jupiter Dasha with Venus Antar will always create problems. Jupiter Venus. Whenever Jupiter Venus comes in your life, whatever time, whatever age it comes, it will create problems. If it comes at the age of 28, 30, when you're doing a job and you have to find a job, it will render you, penniless. It will create problems in your profession. I mean, Jupiter and Venus, you have to see which are the houses Jupiter and Venus do it. But taking the Kalpurush into account, which I give a lot of importance to, it will affect the 9th, 12th, 2nd and 7th. So it creates problems in your fortune, expenses, finance, family, business, partnership and marriage. So Jupiter and Venus will create problems in these areas always. And if both Jupiter and Venus are very strong, the greater will be the problem. Assuming Jupiter is exalted and also well placed in Navamsha, Venus is also very well placed in either Navamsha and mediocrity placed in your D1 in your natal chart. Again, it will create problems. So more powerful they are, the more strong they are, they will create greater problems. However, if Venus is debilitated, either in your Lagna chart or in the Navamsha chart, then it will create lesser tensions and lesser problems. In fact, it may be a neutral position and maintains your status quo. There will be only anxiety which will be there. But Jupiter Venus, when Jupiter and Venus both are well placed, you may feel very happy that in horoscope both the planets are very well placed. But whenever Dasha of Jupiter and Venus would come in, it will create very big issues, major issues of life. मतलब आदमी को कटोरा भी हाथ में थमा सकता है. That is the power of Jupiter Venus. It is also, if it comes in the end of your life, in your late 60s or your mid 60s, or you're having health problems, it can also take at least bring you to the hospital with a serious issue. That is what Jupiter and Venus does. So depending on what time it is, it will give the results of 2, 12, 7, 9, so that is what you have to be careful about in Jupiter Venus. The second Dasha, which I've always seen it gives problem, is Saturn Venus. Saturn and Venus always will create problems. They are very good friends, but Saturn bears one eye of Venus. It is Venus. Venus is one eye of Saturn actually. That is how we explain it. So whenever Saturn and Venus Dasha comes, it becomes a headless kind of a time. It again gives you a lot of issues. And here again the same principle applies. The stronger both the planets are in the horoscope, the greater will be the problem. It will depend. Saturn is again 10th, 11th, 2nd and 7th. So these Kalpurush, when you see your chart, so if they are both strong in your basic chart and in the Navamsha chart, they will create very big issues in your life. Whichever time it comes, it will give you problems of that certain time. If both the planets are weak, you are saved. It can also give you very good results if both the planets are debilitated. During Saturn Venus, if both the planets are debilitated, it will give you better results. So Saturn Venus, whenever they are strongly placed in a horoscope, and Saturn Venus Dasha, Saturn's Dasha and Venus Antar comes, that is the main Dasha of Saturn, and the sub period of Venus comes, it will create issues of some kind of the other. For that, I have told you, see the Kalpurush, see the basic, if you know astrology, the basic chart, the Navamsha, superimpose Kalpurush and the Lagna chart and the moon chart, have a look and you will come to a conclusion. Also look at the nakshatras of the planet, that will give you an answer. But the issue is, what the problem is, that you have to decipher by by looking at the various angles at which what is I mean, it is a lordship of which houses, depending on your ascendant, depending on your moon sign and the nakshatra. That you have to see where the problem will come, where the commonality is. That you can see in both the cases, Jupiter Venus and Saturn Venus. But whenever these planets are well placed in your horoscope, the greater will be the problem. And this is a thumb rule. I have seen it in 99% of the horoscopes. However, do not apply this in Venus Jupiter and Venus Saturn. This will only be correct in Jupiter Venus. Sure, Saturn Venus also it happens. Please apply it and let me know about it. Okay, it is a matter of research. This is my research. Try it out, have a look at it, and come back to me. Write down, or you can write to my email ID. My website is also there. So this is what I want to tell you, that these are two things which will always give you bad results. And I repeat them again. Jupiter Venus, Saturn Venus. Stronger they are, worse are the results. Right? Thanks. And sorry for repeating it again, because just want to thrust it through you. And I want you to research it out and let me know the results. Thank you. Bye for now. Wish you a great day. Happy Holi to everybody.